Hit it. Jake's 3. 218. Chop. Check.
Block now on first down. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Locke. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Forced out to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Fant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows them to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Raiders under head coach John Gruden in his 2nd go-round. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback now from Fresno State, Derek Carr. A kid who's from Bakersfield, California, then went to high school in Texas for 3 seasons, went back to California to finish his high school career, on to Fresno State in college, and now every season in the NFL has been with Oakland, including 2018 where he had his first 4,000-yard campaign and hoping to build on that in 2019 and beyond. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bill,
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good. 280.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That's it, huh? Good work, boys. Let's go.
So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. Clock now on first down. Now he steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go,
hey, wahoo!
56.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing again on second and 10. Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Here comes the ball.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
Hey, lock it.
Chance. Watch the safety.
Hustle. Be driven.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
General West. Hard.
Hatchet. Kill.
Greystone travel. Hey. High 7. Now.
They'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Driscoll, 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
He's not going to get me.
Back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Fant, the 1st-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, check safety, check safety. You're out. Shoot. Check 99. Cut up. 99. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ready, go.
To throw again, Lindsey. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Check, check. Go on, go on. Shift, shift. Deuce, 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 deuce. Lock it. Slow, no, no, no. Let's go. Get set.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 4, check 4. Jim, 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 Jim. Check 31, check 31.
Back to throw. Lindsey. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
This complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's 17-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Leo! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. That's complete to John Ross. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
these guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
132 fighter.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Driscoll. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Carr and the Raiders now down 24-14. A minute 55 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Single receiver.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Back to throw, Carr. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down. 10-2 stop.
56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep. And, it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, baby.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.